Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Nun. This is Super Metroid, the third episode of the Metroid series released for the Super Nintendo in the mid-90s. I don't remember exactly when. It's one of my favorite games. I've beat it maybe 5 or 6 times. And over the past couple weeks I've been playing it. I still am not very good at it, but I would like to do a run through here where I do not die from beginning to end in under 2 hours. I'll get as many items as I can, and as long as I can fall under that 2 hours if possible. But the goal is not to get 100% of the items. I do know where I think all of them are, but some are way more difficult to get than they are worth. Okay, so I did some testing here. We're going to start with Samus number 1. We're going to adjust our controller to be something sensible. It's nice to change your item select to your top button, because that's a lot closer than the select button when you're in the heat of things. I should have turned on Moonwalk, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be doing any major glitches or anything. I'm not especially good at this game. I do really like the movement of it, though. It operates on a sort of momentum-based system with spin jumps, various different types of jumps and acrobatics and stuff, many of which are not even included in any sort of description. So there's a lot of hidden stuff, and I'm sure in the 90s, before the internet, or before the widely available internet, it was probably pretty wild to discover some of the things that you can do in this game that are built into the game that they just don't tell you how to do. Or they show you how to do without giving you any sort of instruction on how to actually execute it, such as the wall jump. This is the third installment in the Metroid series. Metroid's my favorite Nintendo series, personally. It's one of my first video game experiences was playing Metroid 1. And then when I was a teenager, I was born in 1990. When I was a teenager, I played this one with my cousin and really loved it. So I like a lot the fact that this is kind of like a time capsule for me, and I get to say I was one of the people that played this game, not when it first came out, but by the late 90s. I had at least seen it or been exposed to it and really loved it. So Baby Nun had great taste. Good job, Baby Nun. And thank you to the people who showed me this game, because I am actually probably more amazed with it now that I'm an old man looking back on his life, what they really accomplished. But even just the pixel art in this, like these pictures, this depiction of Samus right here is incredible. Hasn't aged a bit. Some of the sprite work in this game is just insanely good, like the boss monsters, the Metroids themselves, Samus. There's just so much to love, and the way it's set up, the level design, like it really was lightning in a bottle there that I don't think will ever be repeated in exactly or quite the same way. And then of course the game went on to change the entire video game industry and how we looked at video games and non-linear gameplay. It spawned a very strong speedrunning scene. People were beating the game in like an hour, getting all of the items and beating it in like an hour or 10 minutes or something. I forget exactly what the record currently is. We're gonna just run. You can see what buttons I'm pressing down there. Right now it's not too crazy, just some running and jumping. But when I'm doing wall kicks and that kind of thing, it might be helpful for you to see what I'm actually doing in case you want to learn to do them like this. This is a wall jump. I just got a new controller too, a KK Max, Ghoulie Kit KK Max, and I'm using the dongle, which has very low latency, so it's pretty sweet. It's like a cable, but I am actually not held by a cable. If you've not met Ridley, he and Samus go a long way back. Ridley killed Samus's mother. And he is one of the leaders of the Space Pirates. Right now he has a Metroid. He wants to use that Metroid, that little jellyfish looking thing, to take over the universe, basically, because it's extraordinarily powerful. That is a larva that is in there, and once it grows up, it will be able to basically decimate anything that lives. So you'll see how it does that later, hopefully in less than 2 hours, if you stick around for the whole time. Okay, we're gonna try to jump through this room because of that stupid steam. Got a little bit of lag there. Probably shouldn't be wall kicking unnecessarily. There we go. Every game Samus is in, a base explodes. Our protagonist is Samus Aran. That is how it's pronounced. She was not revealed to be a female until the end of the first Metroid game. Unfortunately, any sort of feminism cred kind of goes out the window because they picture her in a bikini. But she is one of the most powerful bounty hunters in the universe, and right now, she is the one who found that previous Metroid. The one that was just stolen. On this planet, Zebes. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Zebes, maybe? And now... Oops, I accidentally turned on turbo. Not what I meant to do. Speedrunners have like crazy ways to get through here without hitting stuff. I don't have that. I don't have Moonwalk on, but you can do a glitch to jump down right here and fall through the platform that we're about to hit. Saving a considerable amount of time. People take speedrunning in this game extremely seriously. There's entire guides, people have dedicated their lives. There's a lot of stuff that they have pixel perfect tricks and benchmarks and everything that you would imagine. And the content that the community creates is pretty great too. They seem like a friendly group of people. I'm not really interacted with them because I just don't have what it takes to be a speedrunner. In terms of like the discipline required to do the exact same thing over and over and over and over again. Without any real concrete reward. I mean, I play music. It's kind of like that. But I just feel like that's more productive than Super Metroid for my own personal goals. I'm gonna go grab some missiles. By the way, this area we're in right now is where you start the first game, just called Metroid. It was on the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, or just the good old Nintendo. And back in my youthful era, everybody had a Nintendo. Even the poorest, not the poorest, but even financially struggling families were eventually able to attain Nintendos, in the 90s, Nintendo Entertainment System, once they were obsolete. And that opened up these worlds to people who otherwise wouldn't have been able to afford them. Such as much of my family, for instance. These are space pirates. These are the main bad guys. They're in their weakest flavor. They're usually a lot more threatening than that. Alright, let's do this giant room. We do a lot of wall kicking here. Go. Bad one. I do suggest that you don't change controllers out just before you attempt to do a game that requires acrobatics. But the low latency dongle is working for me way better than Bluetooth did. Alright, almost there. Goddamn. Alright. Boom. And we go upstairs. We've got to go get morph ball bombs so that we can get around. Whoop. Press the jump button too late. Now I'm all messed up. Okay. There is a lot of damage you can just tank. You don't really want to, though, if the goal is time. I don't have to rush, is my thing. To make it in 2 hours in this game, to be pretty good and have a lot of fun at the challenge of this game, you don't have to be that good at it. You don't have to rush to break under 2 hours, which is kind of the game's goal for you. If you just kind of know where you're going and don't mess around too much, you will complete the game in under 2 hours. This is the Chozo statue. Bomb Chozo. Oh, no missiles. Alright, we're looking for missiles. There's some. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that last one counted or if I shot him too early. Come on, missiles. There's some. 1, 2. Nice. We'll drop some stuff. Mostly missiles. We have full health. Ha! All missiles. We can only carry 5. But now we have the bomb. Let's head over to where we just came from. We'll have to bomb our way out of here. A lot of the time it'll lock you in an area with an upgrade to force you to get the upgrade and learn how to use it, which is just really good game design. I see we couldn't progress without bombing these. So now we know that there are blocks in this game that can be bombed out. Such as these ones, which is where we need to go to progress. Down we go. Okay, not going great. First energy tank, that's a big find. Double our energy. Now we head forward. This game famously makes you double around, come back through areas you've been before with new upgrades and abilities. We're actually about to see behind this red door, that's where you go to fight the final boss. But you can't do it until you've beat the 4 primary bosses, or if there's other tricks, I don't know. We need missiles, so I'm going to mine them from these guys. Okay, and then we go this way. One of our first elevator rooms. Iconic audio here. We're gonna just go straight down. We're not gonna mess with all these guys. Okay, we'll mess with him by accident, but this is why we need the missiles. Kill these guys. Dodge whatever these guys are called. You have a smaller hitbox when you're on a ball, so it makes things less likely to hit you. And you also, I think, move a little bit faster than you would normally run. You can, or, you know, walk. You could run or sprint faster. We're gonna get some extra missiles here to help me out. And try to not get wrecked by these hoppy guys. Right there was one of those wall jumps. This did cost us a little time because we probably will come back to get secrets that are down there, down to our left. But right now, here we go. We have 5 missiles, so we can wreck these guys because we're coming back through here. And this one. Now you can see where we need to bomb down there to get one of Samus's most iconic weapons. The charge beam. There's a secret passage underneath us, but we need power bombs to get it. So, we'll be back, Chozo statue. Try to hold things down while we're gone, I guess. This D-pad's a little different. That's why you keep seeing me accidentally turn into a ball. I'm getting used to not accidentally mashing the up button after a wall kicking, because that automatically kicks you into a morph ball. Oh, I don't need missiles yet. Okay. My select button is really far away from where I'm used to. So we'll adapt to that. Where you at? Come on, where you at? There he is. Oh. If something is not on the screen, your projectile will not hit them. Probably should not be getting wrecked like this. Okay, we have a charge now. That's, I think, 3 times stronger than your normal attacks. Or, well, maybe more when we have this weak attack, but in general. Alright, Spore Spawn. I think that's his name. I don't actually know, now that I think about it. He's slow. It's just like not a very fun fight because you have to hit him in a very narrow spot, and this just takes a really long time. And obviously there's not a whole lot of challenge. I'm probably going to finish this with way more health than I started. See, I couldn't get a high enough jump to shoot twice and actually hit there. Because he starts to close his mouth. You want to get close to him and shoot when you're just above the center. Shoot 2 missiles and you can hit him twice and speed this up considerably. Like, I might be able to do it now. Nope. I need to be a little bit higher. Because the second one might have hit him. I don't know if it registered or not. But you want both to hit him without them getting crushed by his little mouth thing. But at least not missed him yet, so that's good. Spawn coming down. Make sure you keep these spawny guys dead. So that's specifically so you have space to jump around in, like that. I had perfect opportunity to hit him twice there, and I just missed it. Alright, come on. Lots of missiles. We're going to take some damage intentionally. We still didn't get the double hit. Alright, he's almost dead. I actually do want the health. Okay. Ah, I was sure. I was gonna get him twice. See, guys, even taking all that damage, I still have more health than I came with because of all these little spawny guys. Alright, here we go, here we go. One more, I think. Yep, that time I would have hit him twice, but he was dead. I like doing this little wall jump because it's a lot faster than taking individual shots. Or individual jumps, I'm sorry. Jump over here and get one of my favorite upgrades. All the upgrades in this game are awesome. I don't know why I keep saying that. But less iconic is the Super Missile, but I still love it. It's like 5 missiles. They wreck bosses. Green is opened by super missiles. Try not to miss because they're expensive in terms of your likelihood of finding them. Okay, now we go over here, use it again. Okay, we'll be back to that room later for sure. We can get some extra missiles right here with another spin kick or jump kick. Missiles, nice. Okay, let's go. Back this way. Back this. Whoop. Shouldn't really tank all that damage, but because we aren't on a super tight schedule, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, this is a hard check to make sure you know how to run, because if you don't run, you'll just fall through the floor right here. Here's a pretty... Oh, no, it's not here. Never mind. I thought we were somewhere else. You don't really want to destroy that block that is up there, this perfectly square one, because there's a scary guy in there. Okay. Gotta run and jump to get over here, kill these guys before you go. And through the door. Okay, here's a sequence break. If you can spin jump, it is absolutely worth it to learn it just for that, or this. Here we go. Spacer upgrade, another game changer. As you can see, our beam is now significantly wider than it was before, and that makes it easier to hit stuff that you're trying to hit. Okay, around these guys. I'm holding the controller on a claw grip so that I can run and fire at the same time. Down we go. We are just taking a dip in here. Is it there? I think it might be there. Let's see. Nope. It's down here. Super missiles will also open missile doors in one shot instead of 5. Another energy tank. Big find. Big find. Little flame head down there. Sounds like a slur. It is not. I don't know what they're actually called. Something strange. But I just call them flame heads. That's what they look like. And I was, I think, like 11 when I first found this game. High jump. Try not to get stuck. Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't know that bombs did not open those. Okay, we now jump almost twice as high, and our jump speed is higher also. Now, we can't get out of here unless we kill that guy. That's all we needed to do. Now we go grab some missiles. Down here. Okay. Nice. Now we return to find a secret passage I absolutely never would have found as a kid without the help of Mike. And up we go. Okay, and we have exactly as many super missiles as we require. Yeah, bet you didn't think to look there, did you? I wouldn't have. I was hoping for some super missiles from those guys, but there's one. Here you would definitely probably find that. I would have found it because you, at this point, are familiar enough to know that you should bomb walls. There's a crack in the floor there, making it pretty obvious. Missiles are pretty good against these guys. just gonna have to tank some damage against the kangaroo over here. I always thought it looked like a kangaroo. Okay. Now upstairs there is a energy recharge station and a missile recharge station, but I'm pretty full, so I'm just gonna skip it for time. And here's a boss. The boss is always preceded by such an eye door, and here doth reside Lord Kraid. This guy is still awesome 30 years later. The pixel artwork on it, and his size, and this is only half of him. 1. Super missiles rock his world. Missiles do pretty good too. Another one. 3. I think I only need to hit him with one more. Yeah. Kraid down. Grab some stuff. All I needed was the super missiles. And now we will look like Samus's badass self in our various suit, which gives us the ability to withstand extreme heat. We also look awesome. Okay. No time to admire Samus. This is YouTube. We gotta keep things moving. The power progression in this game is also masterfully done. Every upgrade you get is very significant, and by the end of the game, you are just an absolute tank with all kinds of different tank missiles and a grappling beam, super powerful lasers. Okay. Oh, F5 super missiles, that's awesome. So because we have the ability to withstand heat now, we can return to where the flameheads reside, which I think is Norfair, and be able to withstand other rooms that we wouldn't have been able to the first time. Oh, there's an energy tank in here that we want to get. These things can only be destroyed by bombs. I gather them all up and blow them up at once instead of putting them with one at a time. You can freeze them with your freeze weaponry, but we don't have any, so we take the... See, Spazer's great for opening doors from below. The diagonal keys were game-changing, because the original Metroid, and indeed many NES games, you could not aim diagonally. I really love Samus. I've played as Samus in Super Smash Bros. Melee almost exclusively my entire life. I like that she is a female character in a world that was entirely dominated by men, and she's just absolutely awesome. No concessions made. She's the greatest bounty hunter in the universe. And if you read her manga, she's also an incredible person. For instance, that big scary dragon guy we fought, Ridley, killed her mother moments after Samus attempted to befriend Ridley, because she thought that even though he was scary, he could be reasoned with. Or like he looked scary, that he could be reasoned with. But he cannot. I knew that was going to happen. Just watch my energy tick away. There we go. Confused flame guy. Oh, this is a cool trick. Just don't even deal with it. Just go. Just go. Just go. And then when you start to... Oh, I'm just gonna have to... spin kick out of there. But we made it. We're going to try to sequence break here. We're going to save in case something happens, but we're not going to stop playing. That way I don't lose everything. There are like puppies in my house. Sometimes my mom needs things, which is absolutely fine. But that's why I can't afford to go without saving, because I may get interrupted here. Alright, this is kind of a hard jump, but it'll get me stuff super soon. Not quite there. Then we have to kick off that wall. There we go. Didn't mean to turn into a ball. That's that new joystick. Or it's not joystick, directional pad. And we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. I don't think that was far enough. Nope. And go. There we go. If I can avoid getting hit by that porcupine. There we are. Okay, we just sequence broke. Sorry it took so long. That was a sad morph ball. I saw myself turn into a morph ball because I accidentally pressed the up on the directional pad. I was sad. What's cool though is it was really hard to do that on my old directional pad because it was wearing out. So it's pretty nice that I can now intentionally do that. Hidden missile tank coming up here that I never would have found. And then we get our speed booster. A real game changer in terms of mobility, how fast you move around obviously, but also it allows you to like super jump and do some wild stuff to reach places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach. Okay. We're gonna make it back over to that green room and do another phase break. You get a weapon we're not supposed to have quite yet. Made it. And we drop back down. And we head down here. Let's get past these guys. I didn't mean to fall down here. There we go. And do some platforming. Bum bum bum. It's easier if you let that one go down a little bit first. Glad that didn't knock me off of here. Alright, that's as far as you're supposed to go without a jump kick, but I'm going to jump kick, and we're going to get the wave beam early, so our beam is a lot stronger and goes through walls. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it in our second round. This is actually significantly harder to do when I'm talking out loud to seemingly no one. This is the first time I've ever recorded something like this, by the way, guys. I've done turn-based games on a different channel, but it's different when you have to like nail timings on your directional pad. I had no excuse that time. Okay. Alright, now we run and jump. I was hoping that we would get the spin off of that, but we didn't. Oh, I'm almost dead. That is not great. I didn't check myself. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Oh man. Alright, well that was way closer. I was like, am I gonna have to end this so early? But we made it. Now we can return to that strange green room. See, our beam is so much stronger now. so happy we survived that. Yeah, our beam is way stronger. Let's get some missiles. Little baby hops. Little baby hops over these spikes so you don't get hit by the ripper. Those things are called rippers. I don't know if it's because they rip around or what. Or if they rip you up. And up around. And we want to go down through here. Probably haven't learned my lesson about tanking too much damage without even resisting. That way takes us back to where we need to go. Okay, let's go. Back to Norfair. I mean, we're in Norfair, but back to the entryway to Norfair. There's a place we couldn't go up here because we didn't have the super run, but now we have the super run. So we're gonna go get the ice beam. Another truly iconic weapon of Samus's. It was in the first game and was a necessary component to defeat the Metroids, beings capable of destroying armies. Oh, I was expecting him to freeze, but I don't have the ice beam yet. We're about to get it. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Awesome. I actually played through this the past week while my uncle was here from afar. He hasn't been home in a long time. A very long time. But because I did it on the Steam Deck, I couldn't figure out how to export the video in a large enough size to put it on YouTube. I'm actually doing a lot better here than I was anyway. We'll call that previous run a warm-up. Yeah, I remember that flame hit. Okay, we gotta go get the super missiles and come back here. Sorry, super bombs. Because there's a bad guy down below, Crocomire, another boss. He's a sub-boss, but he's required. I think he's required. Somebody might have found a way around that by now. That glass tube is of importance. We'll be back later. There we go. I'm sitting cross-legged on the floor, and this is about the time my iliopsis muscles start to tell me it's time to move around a little bit. So we might pause the emulation in a little bit. That's the importance of the ice beam, by the way. Being able to freeze enemies, obviously, and then use them as platforms. Nice. No stupid falls. This is my least favorite room in the game, probably. There we go. The whole thing's a death trap. We've got to come back through there a few times. Those yellow doors need power bombs to open. That's what we're going to get right now. Of course, I landed on the caterpillar. Those flowers munch on you, and it's embarrassing, it's painful, it's just generally a bad experience, so try to avoid the flowers. Oh, probably should use one. These clear the whole screen and do a whole bunch of damage. Eventually, our beam will be on par with the power bombs. But right now, I think that might be our single largest damage output, but super missiles you can fire many at a time, though. One at a time, but many in succession. And up, up, up. I think we want to go that way. Do we? Yeah. Okay. Back through here. Oh no. Death Trap Dungeon. Just getting slapped around. So there, Bumblebee or whatever you are. Okay, down we go. Back to where we got the ice beam, in fact. Down we go. And back across here. The ice beam slows down killing things a little bit because you have to hit them an extra time at least while they're frozen, instead of one-shotting them. But for the non-major leagues, that's okay. Alright, we'll just break it now so you can see it. Isn't that cool? Now we move really slow in there, but we won't when we come back because we'll have a special upgrade. Now we want to go down. Now, if you didn't know where you're going, this is approximately the part of the game that you get really confused, because it isn't at all obvious where you need to go. There are hints. Like when you supercharge in here, it drops you on blocks shaped like power bombs that tell you, like, hey, you need this, bro. But it would take some thinking and some guesswork, exploration. What's in here? Oh, I forgot. Okay, that's fine. There's a missile pack up there, but we're not gonna get it because it's way too much trouble. We would have to loop back around or do some crazy spin jumps. Okay, down here's our buddy Crocomire. Open your mouth. 1. He has infinite health. The goal here is to push him back into this acid. Here we go. Keep going. If you just kind of jump and rain missiles on him, he doesn't get a chance to move forward. And he dies pretty quick. Like that. Now there's an energy tank over there. They want you to use the grappling hook to get it, but that's not going to be our course of action. We'll use what's called a Shine Spark. It's one of the hidden abilities in this game, or semi-hidden abilities. And it allows you to go really fast and across that acid without getting harmed. I could also just jump over there. Because when I pick up the energy tank, it's going to restore all my health. Poor guy. We're just devastating the local wildlife. If you think this is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. Alright, Shine Sparker here. You have to run, hit down, jump, and hold A and to the left at the same time. And now we kick up there. Okay. And I forget what we get down here. Oh, the grappling hook. You know, the blocks above me. That's what we get down here. I just realized I could have jumped up in the air and Shine Sparked over here and saved some time too. Next time. I like that I can now turn into a ball. Ah, so close. Anyway, that I can turn into a ball in the air fairly easily. One more. I don't think there's even anything I really need up there. I think it's power bombs, maybe. There we go. Yep. We'll take them. Don't want to accidentally use super missiles. There we go. What's over here? I don't remember. What's down here? I don't remember. That may supposed to be permanent, but I can just wall kick back up there if we need to. Oh, I couldn't have gone that way. I'm glad we came down here. Okay. Great. More missiles. Let's add the missiles to the pack. Okay. Good. Now, we go get the grappling beam. It requires a pretty wild jump, but we're up for the task. Drop a power bomb. Make sure you drop the power bomb right under the door, or you'll miss some of the blocks and have to drop another power bomb. That's a pain. There's a missile tank up there. I don't care about it at all. Over to the right. You can grapple across, or you can shine spark up there like we did in the energy tank room just previously. But for 5 missiles, we'll save the time, save your time, save my time, and just get out of here. Grapple beam's pretty cool. Pretty well implemented also. So a lot of times you can skip using it because of wall kicks, but wall kicks aren't immediately visible, so you may not know that you can skip it. Like right here, you could probably wall kick. Maybe not. Or you probably can, and I'm just not good at it. I don't really know. People do insane things in this game. Just insane, because they've had 30 years to practice, and it's so much fun to pull stuff off that they do. Had 1 super missile, exactly. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? Oh, we gotta go fight Fantoon. We actually do need missiles for Fantoon. These are great places to mine resources, because there's a bunch of guys in there. There's 5 guys stacked on top of each other, and they all drop something. Okay, let's bail. That was a save room down there to the right. Okay. I forget what's there. We need to go back up to where we got the power bombs. And that'll lead us to where the next major boss is. Glad I mined a couple super missiles so we could get through here. This takes us back to the primary shaft of Norfair. You'll recognize where we are. Boom. I don't think if there's any place to save closer to Fantoon. There is, so we'll go up there. Okay. Go here and here. I forgot I had to run back through here. I would not have blown this pipe up. Okay. Could save here, or rather through this mini labyrinth thing we have going on. Spin jump is awesome. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. Or not spin jump. It really isn't called spin jump. It's a wall jump, or a wall kick, or a kick jump. Because this is a spin jump. That's it. Okay, now up there. So see, once you get her movement down, do I need to go that way? No. Once you get her movement down, it's so much fun to move around in this game because it's so acrobatic. If you don't miss your guy. There we go. And my favorite room. Might be on the right timing. It was on the right timing. Still am. Okay. Okay. We'll stop and grab this save station. Great. Grab some more power bombs in here. These guys are a lot stronger when you don't have so many beam upgrades. Not really what I want to do. I want to get it up and away from those other jaws so it destroy fewer blocks. But it doesn't really matter. Power bomb. And up. Stupid spikes. Made it. Okay. Wasn't sure I was going to make that jump. Now we're going up a shaft very close to where we started the game. Or we started Planet Zeb's. By the way, if I'm pronouncing anything wrong, do feel free to correct me. So that I learn. You can honestly even be mean about it, I don't really care. Now we're going up here. And now we grab some missiles and we head to a new section. We try not to fall down like that. That was stupid. But it's okay. We'll make it work. We're actually ahead of schedule because I skipped grabbing some missile tanks and stuff. We're going to continue to do that because I don't feel any better with 100% completion than I do with just killing Mother Brain. Okay, you can shine spark across here. We're not going to because I'm not that good. Swing, swing. Need it one more time, maybe? Yeah, you can latch on to these guys, which is pretty cool. Don't fall off the path after all that. Now this place is shut down because there's a big giant ghost head hanging on to the energy and sucking all the life out of the place. We're gonna go change that by shooting it in the eye, which I don't really understand, but it works. Grab these while you're here because once the power's on, they're a pain in the ass to get. Okay. Slam straight into that wall at full speed. Down we go. That's why I had super missiles equipped and I didn't need them yet. And over here, there's a map room to our left if you need it, but it's not powered right now. And you know what this eye door means? Don't use super missiles on this guy, by the way, guys. And maybe ladies, but realistically, mostly guys. A super missile will make him do a really nasty spell or attack. Eye open. Guess not. And when he does that, you're almost certain to take damage, and then this becomes a very difficult fight when it doesn't really have to be that difficult of a fight. Missed him. Almost used super missiles on him. Alright, gotta shoot him when his eyes open, using normal missiles. Make sure you kill these flames or you're gonna have a miserable time here. They'll also provide you with missiles. Got him. I'm gonna do that a couple times. Fire in a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 pattern. Into his eye, I mean. Here, just lay it out. Oh, we are close. We are close. Oh, didn't hit him. We're so close. I think we only have to hit him one more round. Now, if you don't know his patterns, he is so much harder. Like, I died to him probably 5 or 6 times. Until I realized this was kind of what you had to do. Stay on the edges, clear the flames, fire him the missile in the eye. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Try not to miss your chance. That might be it. Nope. There we go. Second major boss down. Cost us about 2.5, 3 energy tanks. Not too bad. Next we have to go kill Dragon underwater. So to do that we need to go get the suit that lets us operate underwater. Didn't realize that was there. So the enemies here are all a major pain. I'll just try to avoid them. I think there's super missiles in here. Those are worth stopping for sure. The only major boss that really requires a ton of resources is Ridley. Can I go this way? Yeah. Those require missiles to kill. Probably. There we go. More super missiles. And is there more? Sometimes there's even more. Nope. Okay, that's plenty. Careful not to let these throw you into the spikes like that. It's just, you know, demonstrating for you. And avoid that electric spark. That's a save room we're not going to bother with. No, it's not. That's the room to where we need to go after we get a better suit. I'm killing enemies instead of just bypassing them because I would like more health than we currently are operating at. Okay, kind of a hard room here. Especially if you miss. Like a lot. Let's use super missiles. Oh, they take more than one. Not really that cool. 2's not bad. This is an example of why super missiles are awesome. Okay, now we need to open all the doors in this room. So that we don't have to kill everything again. And what's over here? I think this is just missiles. Go, 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 into the spikes, into the spikes. Go, go, go. Didn't mean to use a super missile on you. Okay, more missiles. Good for Ridley. 125 missiles maybe is all I would be enough to make me feel pretty comfortable taking on Ridley. Wasn't sure if there was a space there, but guess not. Right into the spikes. I don't have the energy for this. Okay. So our super missiles. Can't just run past these guys, unfortunately. Four missiles or 2 super missiles. So a super missile is probably 3 missiles. Nice. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff hidden here. A couple missile tanks, I think. Maybe more. And there's a reserve tank down there. I'm just gonna ignore all that for now. In the foreseeable future, I will sit here and harvest some energy, though. Super missiles are especially important, as always. Not like the immediate future, but they're nice to have. Alright, I'm about to get bored and then we're gonna stop. Okay, let's go. Wave beam that lets you shoot through the ground. Pretty awesome. There's a very scary looking spiky guy up there. Okay, guess we still hit some spikes. Pretty cool. Walking Chozo statue. All of this is currently running on the Debian system, by the way. That's a Linux system. I think this distribution is actually Ubuntu, which is a common one. Point being, you don't need to have Windows or Mac to play great games that you, of course, have the proper rights to play. Okay, I think we can blow up this statue. I think it's a trick. Yep. Oh, this gives us a reserve tank, and that's a good thing to have. Ciao. don't fall in there. Like that. That sucks. Now you have to do it again. Maybe better at it than I am. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Try her again. So if my energy reserves are ever to 0, my reserve tank will kick in, and my reserve tank charges when I pick up energy tanks when my main tank is full. My main energy is full, which isn't very often because I don't do a whole lot of stopping. This thing's great. It allows water to no longer affect our movement speed and protects us from acid, and it looks awesome. You go, Samus. You go. Alright, where's it spit us out? Fine. Some missiles over here that are easy to get. I think they're right here. Fine. Nice. Found it. I saw that one when a speedrunner did it. Otherwise, I never would have seen that. Or gotten that one. I don't think I got it when I was a kid. We're skipping a lot of stuff. Trying to remember what direction we need to go. One thing we can do is stop at the ship. We have time. And recharge all of our equipment. Like this. You have to push down. There we go. And now, we have a checkpoint. And we can head back. We skipped a door earlier because we didn't have the right suit for it, so we're going back there now. Those guys only do 5 damage now because the gravity suit protects us from a lot of damage. And from water itself. The very force of water. There's certain acid or lava or something that still can hurt us, but the lava that we've experienced before, or the acid, sorry, that we've experienced before can no longer damage us. It's important because we need to be able to go through a giant pool of acid to fight Ridley. Not the best swing, but we made it work. Probably didn't even have to. I can just jump up now, but whatever. Habit. Okay, and down we go. I knew he was coming and I hate him. Beam weapons won't work, that's why I shot him with a missile. This kind of sucks. But it doesn't do much damage because of our suit. I still didn't want to take all that damage, I'm not making excuses. But we'll be alright. Platform's not really worth it, obviously. Some baddies here, but you don't have to fight them unless you want some energy or something. Just go down to the water. And bomb up through here. and you'll have a much easier time with your life. Down we go. Into a world we haven't been in yet, or a region called Meridia. It's all underwater, and it's not bad. It's kind of confusing. We're not gonna do everything we're supposed to down here. We're just gonna go kill Dragon and leave. That's probably a save room. You can just bypass all this. And then do it again. If you don't make it over there, it doesn't really matter. Everything's pretty widely connected. There's a lot working against you. To make it over here, I mean. We are going back towards Norfair, actually. Or at least the gate to Norfair, rather. That tube that we blew up connects to Meridia. And down we go. Bomber out. Ow, jerk. Not what I meant to do at all. What I will say about the Ghoulie kit is that I do generally like the buttons, but I don't understand why the start and select buttons are so far from everything else compared to most controllers, at least, or at least the controllers I've used. Keep accidentally hitting the Steam button or whatever the equivalent is. In here is a map, I think, and that is going to help me because I don't know Meridia as well as I know everything else. Down there's the save room. Okay. Here we go. We've got to circle up around for Dragon. Here's our tube. Alright, see, everything comes full circle. That's why this game's such a masterclass in level design, because everything just interweaves in unpredictable ways. And the world's so well constructed, there's nothing simple about it. All these platforms are placed very carefully in just the right spots for reasons. You have to power boost up from all the way at the floor where we came in to get that missile tank, and we're just not gonna do it, guys. Just not gonna do it. It takes way more effort than 5 missiles is worth. Okay, I don't really... Where are we now? Okay, I remember it. This room's pretty annoying. I don't want to get up there. This guy will kind of carry you, which is sweet of him. Maybe not the right guy, though. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's you I need. There we go. Damn. Oops. Sorry, yo, I hit the power boost. Speed boost to me in the emulator. Where's the other? There it is. This is not really the easiest thing. I fell here a lot, and I might fall here again. Oh, I made it. Okay. So, if you play this game, which I so strongly suggest you do, don't feel bad if you fall there a bunch of times. Grab some missiles and super missiles and be on our way. Nice, nice, nice. I forget what is that way. I didn't really care. I don't think we have to go that way. Let's go this way. Obviously, they want you to use the grappling hook. I just love wall jumping. Okay, and now we fight a mini boss. He's pretty cute. Only 9 super missiles left. I need to be careful with those. 3 more. Okay. Next up, actual boss. We want that energy tank, even though it'll take us time to get it. Because Ridley's no joke. Come on, there we go. Trying to remember where we are now. There's a couple of these guys. There's one more up here. Now, this is one of those rooms you run through. And be thankful for wall boost. Or wall kick. I was hoping that guy would come up for me and I could use him as a platform. But he didn't. He didn't. Now I think I do. Somewhere I thought I had to not use wall jump. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, here it's easier just to grapple up there. Do want to hit the grapple post though. Maybe it's not easier just to grapple up there. Oh, now I grabbed the wrong one, so there's no consistency. And kick off there. Oh, I forgot how well things work. There's, do you want to save here? I think there's an energy booster, or energy charger too, but we don't really need it. You can fall through these? Yeah. Super missiles and projectiles, not a great use of super missiles. But we don't need them for this guy. charge laser, or whatever. I guess we could shoot him with a couple missiles. Where is he? Is he gonna take me over there? I hope so. Come on, closer. The goal is to put him, plug him in here. I think this is gonna be it. There we go. Cried. Dragon down, one left. Ridley. He may actually kill me. Keep myself in shape here. Now we get one of our other crazy upgrades, the space jump. And head on over here. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this energy charger over here. And continue forward. Go, go, go. Go, 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 Samus. Now you could go get a bunch of stuff right now. Here in Meridia, if you cared about percentages at all, I would suggest that you did, because there's a bunch of missiles, and there's also a spring ball, a really useful upgrade that allows you to jump as a morph ball, that I'm not going to bother getting. I got this door open and I don't remember where it leads. Somewhere interesting, I see. Okay, keep on trucking. Oh, we do need to go get the plasma beam. That's important. These guys drop a lot of super missiles by the looks of it, and they're hard to replace. I think plasma beams up here somewhere. Maybe not. I'm mistaken. Oh, maybe it's in here. I think it may be. I think it just may be. This is, I think, the final upgrade for Samus's beam. Nice, Samus. Okay, now we gotta kill all these guys to get out of here. There's one. them all. Alright, now we can get out of here. Now Samus is of like ultimate power. Enemies just explode before us. Didn't mean to shoot the floor out. Okay, I'm trying to think what direction we want to go. Is it this direction? Directly to Ridley? Can't go this way, okay. Oh, I was thinking that was the other tube. I was thinking that was the tube that we always travel through, but that's a completely separate tube. It makes you wonder about how this place was built and what it was like. The atmosphere is really, really good when you don't have me talking. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we need to get. Ridley's that way. Let's do this final loop before Ridley to grab a couple energy tanks. Because I'm not totally confident I can beat this guy without some more super missiles and energy tanks. Okay. I believe that's a health recharger or something right there. See, I can now move around so fluidly when I'm not getting struck by enemies. So up there's where we got the power bombs, and up and to the right takes us to the forgotten ship. What's in here? Oh, I know where we are. We now can shoot through walls, so that's not a problem. So this is one of the detours that we're going to take here. It's going to be up here, not up there. Up there. Now this will take us to one of the first areas where we were in, where we got the morphing ball. That's one of my favorite things about this game, is its ability to cycle you back through. Power bombs. These are right where we got the morphing ball, and that's just amazing to me in terms of level design. And through here, familiar territory. More stuff over here we didn't get because we didn't have equipment for it. There's one thing we came for. A missile. There's a hidden platform up here. Pretty wild stuff. somewhere. If you have the X-ray scope, which I didn't stop to get, you can see it. Now this is a tricksy room. Watch this. Yeah. And we go. Can you tell I've been here a time or two? I remember that room from childhood. It's amazing the things that you remember. Where power-ups and stuff are. I haven't picked this game up since college. It's been 10 years or more. Closer to like 13 years. Do I want to go that way? No, we're going to go this way, folks. We're going to go this way. We're going to go back where we came. Kill these guys with our awesome plasma beam. This thing's like amazing. Enemies explode in a bazillion pieces. Okay, which direction do we need to go? We need to go this direction because there's a bunch of cool stuff over here we need to get. Down through here, drop another one. I forget what's over here. I hope it's an energy tank. Ooh. At least some power missiles. Super missiles. Yes. And there's another one nearby. We're going to grab that one, and then we're going to go fight Ridley. Actually, we're going to go grab some more super missiles. I know they're nearby too, and we have time. Because we've skipped a lot of stuff. I don't think I was close enough. Nope. Here we go. We need these again. These guys used to be a problem. Now they're a new issue. Another power tank, or energy tank in here. We skip some energy tanks in Meridia. We'll be alright without them. Nothing. Okay. There's actually more stuff over there to the left. I'm not going to go get it right now. I forget what it is. Okay. Up here is a place where super jump is, or speed run is not necessary, but really helps you get a power up, or a lot of power ups. Right here's where we need to go. There's one. Okay, reset the gate. So that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to go to the end and come back and get those missiles on the way out so you don't have to go in and out a couple times. Very nice. Another energy tank. think there's more missiles here too. Guess I didn't need to do that. So you get 10 missiles, 15 missiles, and some super missiles. No, 10 missiles, a reserve tank, and some super missiles out of this room. So it is worth 3 minutes that you spend here. Okay, now we're gonna go fight Ridley. There's a bunch of stuff down below there. We're skipping it. We're skipping that. We didn't want to fall down in there, and we did not. Which way is Ridley? Ridley is down here. Ha! They do 3 damage. Didn't mean to use power bomb. So you're just an absolute monster now. Which is why the fact that Ridley is still scary is incredible. Which way are we going? Going down. We have to get to the bubble room, and I think the quickest way to do that is to sprint through Norfair. Did not mean to turbo. That's a map, if you're wondering, that blocked room. Not where I meant to go. It's okay, it was nearby. And through this double-sided save room. Sprint to good old Ridley's lair here. I'm a little confused as to exactly where that is, but we will find it. Looks like we're close, though, judging by the statues. A little bit of a directional pad freak out there. Where are we at? I am completely full on energy. This is not the direction that we want to go. We want to go this direction? Do we? No. This is where I get confused. Maybe we do want to go this direction. Makes a lot more sense just to do that. Yeah, this is where we wanted to go. To Ridley. See, we are just engorged in acid right now. Having no problem at all with it, because we're Samus Aran. There's Ridley. Foreboding. Dragon dude. Oh. If you're wondering, this lava can definitely hurt you. This guy's gonna help us with that. Down through there, another power bomb. Probably shouldn't have dropped that, to be honest. Good, there's a power bomb. That's a trick. To fall through there, don't do it. Now I gotta fight this Chozo thing. Alright, this guy's pretty fast. Not really that hard because the plasma beam is awesome. And it just cuts through enemies like it's no tomorrow. Oh, super missile. There we go. Pretty easy, actually. I used to use missiles, it's just a pain. Screw attack, very important upgrade, makes our spin jump super strong. We now just like cut through enemies, which is rad. I think this is maybe like an energy room or something. Yeah, we have full energy right now. We were so close to dying in the beginning of the game. Okay. Oh, here, you can see the screw attack in action. Just crushing these guys. And they supply super missiles, which I very much want. Okay. We want to go up there, I think? Do we want to go up there? No, I think we want to go this way. Nice. Just cutting through tough enemies like no problem. Really the best option is not to fight them if you can avoid it. It'd be really good to beat Ridley. Okay, this room sucks because it fills with lava. So, the best thing to do is not lose your spin jump. Just get up here and platform it so you don't have to spin jump a whole lot. Because now you have screw attack, and screw attack just wrecks these guys. And they have drops that we might need too. Like that, I'll take 20 health. Not at that cost. More of the time. Okay. We're so close. I think we need to run through this wall over here. Whoa! Oh no! Turbo mode. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't put that on one of the triggers anymore, huh? This all seems very Ridley. No, I think we're going the wrong direction. We are going the wrong direction. Ah, turn around. Wish I could remember what was the right direction. Where did I take the wrong turn? Trying to be conservative with energy right now. It wasn't here. I think this is the way out. We need to go the other way. Not into the spikes the other way. There we go. That's where we need to go. Damn, I didn't mean to run into those guys. There we go. Probably wise. Alright, here we go, guys. It's gonna be Ridley. Oops, didn't mean to drop that power bomb. Or use that beam. Grab a power bomb. Am I going to be able to beat Ridley with this? I don't think so. No, I don't have enough health. I have more super missiles than the last time I came here, though. Oh, these guys are a real problem. These guys are really weird. They can only be struck right after a certain kick. I obviously suck at avoiding. It's gonna be now. Damn it! Okay. Oh, I can mine energy here. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be okay. Mine a lot of energy here. We need those super missiles too. Okay, that's a fair amount of energy. And super missiles. This is a pretty good time because this is going to determine whether it's the end of the run or what. Nice. Okay, I think 10 energy tanks is enough. Here we go, Ridley. Oh, I didn't know I could mine resources there more effectively. This is it. Not great. So not great. That sucks. I lost like 2 energy tanks because I accidentally hit turbo. Now. Seven more. Oh, I might die. Damn. That sucks. Because I hit the fast forward button, or I would have killed him. Devastating. He was like bright red. I'm sure he was only 5 or 6 missiles away. I had plenty of charge beams. Well, I guess you saw me learn a lesson in real time about making it too easy to fast forward in emulators. And if you can play on original hardware, that's really the thing to do. Okay, well, thank you for joining me, everybody. It's been a great evening. I was really pumped about that run. Honestly, I felt like my time was really good. I don't know, I guess we can check what it was. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes. 15. Definitely under 2 hours. Okay, well, that's all I have for the evening. Have a great night. I appreciate it if you stuck around with me and this helped you sleep or something. Try not to be too exuberant with my voice, because I know that autoplay is probably going to be a primary driver of any traffic this video receives. But I do genuinely appreciate that you stayed and you listened. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you soon.